Yeah. No, thank you. So, as I just always just mentioned about how miserable we are. See, we are exactly ourselves, no doubt at all. See? Although we are exactly ourselves, no one knows who we are. No one knows who we are. See, this is such a miserable thing for us. See? More except you may say Garrison. Garrison is a kind of exception because he's always in a library. Okay. So that's the reason. That's the reason we have to just do a zazen in order to realize who we are. Only zazen to be able to just able to encounter the essential ourself. This essential ourself is so huge. See, as Master Dogen just teaching, our essential self is complete and universal. Complete and universal. Not like what we think about, what we think of the self or ego. Essential self, our essential self is so huge, incredible, uncountable. That's the reason Shakyamuni Buddha or patriarchs just recommend us to do that. Sincerely you do that, you will be able to just no doubt, no doubt. So that's the reason we just want to recommend you to do that. Okay. We go back to today's text, number 55. It's saying the fundamentals of the way of Buddha. In another word, what the essential ourselves is. The fundamentals of the way of Buddha is what's essential self of ourselves. See? So, what Jinen Roshi just teaches with number 55 is, I think that we often unknowingly learn things in such a way that we think that we are going to train ourselves and make ourselves into a great person. Garrison, you don't need to do it because you are always a great person. Unnecessary to do anything more. Okay. But unfortunately, people always try to do it. Yeah? People always try to do something for making a kind of person better. So, but this is unnecessary because people don't know much about who they are. That's the reason people try to do it. People people have to do it. Because people don't know much about who they are. Yeah? As I just mentioned about See, the Master Dogen just teaches our essentials, our essentials is the self is complete, perfect, complete and perfect. The more like a universal. So we are already a person. We are already a person who people just want to be. But unfortunately, people don't know much about this reality. So people always try to do something for making them better. But it's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. When I clap my hand, you simply just become. You simply become this sound without doing anything. Without doing anything, when I clap my hand, you simply become this sound, without doing anything. See? This is a complete and universe. This is the essential of us. See? Complete and universe. When I clap my, you simply become this without doing anything. In another word, without self, without self, we simply become everything. Without self, don't mix up. Don't deceive by thinking of so. See, the essential ourselves is something like this. I think that we often unknowingly learn things in such a way that we think that we are going to train ourselves and make ourselves into a great person. Well, in a sense, it sounds very understandable. It sounds very understandable. Except to guys. See? Although it's a very understandable, it's unnecessary. It's totally unnecessary because we are the essential ourselves is complete and the universe. The universal, not a human being, essential self is not like a human being, but universal. So why we have to do anything? Why do we have to do anything? It's unnecessary because our activity, our existence is universal. It's complete and universal. That the things, but the things, even just Shakyamuni Buddha or Patrick just the teachers, we never be able to accept it, accept what the Shakyamuni Buddha or Patrick want to teach us. We never accept it. That's the reason we have to do a zazen. The more you do zazen, the more you just become as it is. This is the way you'll be able to just encounter through your the essential things. See? When I just face this, I simply become as it is. See? Without doing anything, without thinking. See? Why do you have to be? Why do we have to be? See? When I face this, I simply become as it is. See? When I face this, I simply become as it is. When I face this, see? I simply become as it is without doing anything. Without doing anything. Without doing anything is without. Without doing anything means without what we think of the self. See? This is the most important things for us to realize. See? If we just realize this reality, see? We have to do that. Only that you'll be able to just realize this reality. Okay. However, this is another case. This is this way, without doing anything, without thinking anything. We can just act. We can just that's activity is a universal. That's activity is a universal. But people never be able to understand. People never be able to understand this reality. See? People always just try to do something with or by thinking. It's unnecessary. Unnecessary. See? When I think of what we want to do, see what I have to do, then end. Then we just and then I act without what I just think I thought of. See, there is no relation. There is no relation between thinking and activity. See, what people think of is, see, because people think of what they have to do, what they want to do, then they can just act. This is a totally misunderstanding. This is totally misunderstanding. As I just mentioned before, when I think of what we have to do, what I want to do, what I should do, the end, the act, and I just see, without what we think of, we thought of what I want to do, what I have to do. Our activity, our activity is nothing concerned with thinking. See, this is a very important thing in order to realize who we are. So people simply just think, people just think of, because we just think of because we think of what we have to do, then we can act. This is a total misunderstanding. However, this is another case. If you look closely, at what you are doing, see? Very carefully, you look at what you are doing right now. Yes? God is, you should be careful to look at what you are doing because you're always sleeping. without awareness, without very, very careful. Okay. No. This is another case. This is not. Okay. If you look closely at what you are doing, I want you to notice that what you want to do to make yourself worthy. To be worthy is all being realized parallel to your current state of being. This is very important. What you wanna be. See, what you wanna be is already done. See, without doing anything. See? When I clap my hand, you simply become as what I just did. See? See? Without doing anything. See? You don't need to do anything. That's a complete. So without doing, you can just simply act. See, this is a perfect, complete universal. People never understand. People never be able to understand it. This reality, unfortunately. See, this way, only this way, people can act. See, what people just think about, what people think of what we have to do, that this way we have to do, so many things. People are just always just creating or chasing. But that is a totally unnecessary. See? How we will be able to just act is Dharma activity. See? What we think of the self, never intervene, never be able to intervene. This reality. Without doing means without self. Without self, we can simply act. This is a very important thing. But unfortunately, people never be able to understand this reality, even in concept. That's the reason we have to do it. Okay, if you look closely at what you are doing, I want you to notice that what you want to do to make yourself worthy, to be worthy, is all being realized parallel to your current state of being. See? Always. See? We can just act what we wanna be, what we should be, what we should do. See? without without thinking, without thinking. That's much our activity is complete and universal. People never be able to understand it, unfortunately. The reason why the people too much attached thinking or thought or concept. That's the reason people never be able to understand this reality, even in concept, even in concept. That is why Buddhism is so great. Why Buddhism is so great. God is, you are so great. We know much about it. Only you don't know much about it. Only you don't know much about it. That is why Buddhism is so great. You see? And because you are aware of you are aware of what has always been realized, you must be able to recognize it with your own ability. That's the reason. That's the reason that the Master Dogen, Master Dogen, he teaches us. See, our activity is, you see, completed universe, completed universe. See, because, see, Master Dogen realized who we are. Coconuts, doconuts, coconuts, doconuts. Okay. See, so if you just want to just realize this reality, see, what reality is, the essential of self is complete and universal. If you just realize this reality, we have to do a zazen. We have to do a zazen. Only zazen, you'll be able to just realize this reality, this truth. This is why Buddhism is so great, because you are aware of what has already been realized. You must be able to recognize it with your own ability. When I face this, see, when I face this, see, without doing anything, simply I just become as it is, without doing anything. Simply, coconut sun. How do I do? Without thinking, without thinking, without thinking, I simply become as it is. But people always drop this reality down. This is such a huge ability, you see, without doing anything. See, when I face this, when I face this, when I face this, when I face this, I simply become as it is. See, this activity, you see, and that's the reason Master Do is just a teacher. This activity is, this activity is a complete universe. Because without self, without self, we simply just have, we can just simply have. That's the things, only one chance we within ourselves. We have to realize this reality. If you can just realize, if you can just realize this reality, this truth, you are completely free from everything. You become, well, you become completely free from everything. You are everything. You are everything. And you are completely separate from everything. Completely free from everything. Nothing bothers you. Nothing bothers you, except kind of a person who's just always occupied library. No, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Become a person who is able to, recognize it with your own ability and become a person. So this is very important. And become a person who is able to feel deep sense of peace by saying, I see that is true. You completely accept. You can just completely accept everything without any condition. See? You can simply accept everything without any condition. See? Such a great person. See? Just like what Gary said. Gary said. Very great. See? We can just simply, we can just accept everything. See, anything, everything without any condition. See? Because we are completely peace. Because we are completely peace. That's the reason we can just accept everything without any condition. And become a person who is able to feel a deep sense of peace by saying, I see that is true. We can just accept everything without any doubt, any question. I'm very great. That's much essential ourselves is peace. Peace is other things is whether you'll be able to accept it or not. That's amazing. That's the reason we have to do it. If you don't have it now, I can't promise that you will be able to find it. See? After practicing zazen, then you'll be able to become a person who just accept everything without any condition. If the essential self is that kind of condition, someone will be able to do it. Someone never be able to do it. This is not a universal. This is not a universal. Why the master are they doing just teach us? Our the essential ourselves is complete universal. Everyone already everyone is already a person who we will be able to just accept everything. Yeah. We will be able to just accept everything without any condition. That's the reason. That's the reason Shakyamuni Buddha or physics just recommend us to do doesn't. If you do doesn't, if you do doesn't, you'll be able to just realize who we are without any exception. Without any exception. God is never give up. Okay. 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 You don't have it now. I can't promise you because you will be able to find it. You will be able to find. However, it is a foundation of the way of the Buddha. That's all of us already have it within us. That's the reason. That's the reason. See, we never give up. Then we do that. See, definitely, you'll be able to just find out or encounter through yourself. And then you'll be able to just you'll be able to clarify or what kind of word? Well, anything. You'll be able to just clarify the truth of Shakyamuni Buddha's realization. So, that's the reason we have to just do that. Okay. Without the dropping of the self, see, once completely forget about yourself. See? This way we have to do it. This way we have to do it. That's it. See? The more you do that, the more you do that. See? The more you just become as you face to. See? Eventually, there is no separation. There is no separation, discrimination between this and that. See? There is no separation. You never be able to aware of anything. See? That's much. You just forget about everything. You forget about everything. Yeah. Then something just happens. You just recognize this sound. Then it all almost the same time you recognize this one. Otherwise, you just recognize this sound. Then you'll be able to just realize, this moment when I just recognize it, and then see, I just recognize this one as I or me. Before I recognize this one never exists. And that's all. See, this is Shakyamuni Buddha's realization. See? It's a very clear. It's a very clear thing. See? There is no separation. There is no separation between this and that. You never be able to just recognize anything. Oneness. You completely become one with it. Then there is kind of things just happen. Then you just recognize this one. You just recognize this one. At the same time, you just recognize this one as a I or the self. Before you recognize this one, what we think of the self never exists. Right now, right now, right now. When you just recognize this one, at the same time, almost the same, you recognize this one as I as I was self. Then kind of self just come out, come out. And there is a kind of memory, action. See? Once you just recognize this one, see, this one just exists. From 10,000 or that's the function of a memory. See, just come up, kind of idea, thinking, just come up. What kind of idea was thinking is as I or the self, just come on in your mind. That's it. But that's kind of the idea of the thinking come out in your mind. See, see, you may just assume, you may just assume this kind of self just exists. See, Rama, please, but just come on. At the time you just recognize it. That's it. Before or after. You know, what we just think of the self never exists. Never exists. Never just be deceived by things. Without the dropping of the self. Once, as I just mentioned, there is no separation between this and that. And then kind of things come out. See, then you just recognize this at the same time you just recognize this as I or as a self. Before recognize this, what we think of the self never exists. Without the dropping of the self, since self still exists. That's the reason once we just realize this reality, then there is no separation between this and this. Once you just realize this reality, one, you'll be able to just recognize what we think of the self never exists. Without the dropping of the self, these selves still exist. But once you just recognize this reality, you never have any doubt. You never have any doubt. Selflessness. Selflessness. You never just doubt anything. You never just doubt about selflessness. What kind of the self never exists. That's the creation of the self. See what people think about the self. The self exists is just creation of thinking. So you'll be able to just recognize the reality. So without the dropping of the self, since self still exists, what comes out becomes inevitably what we think of the other. See? As long as we think of this one as self, See, always kind of the others, always come on. See, there is a separation. There is between this and this. This causes trouble. This causes trouble, question, problems. There is no separation. This is a reality. But as long as the thinking, there is a certain separation between this and that. This causes trouble. That's the reason. Once we just become one with it, see? Then you never have any trouble. You never have any doubt about selflessness. That's it. You're completely from you're completely free from everything. Right. What comes out becomes inevitable what we think of others. That is the problem. See? Once what you think of the self completely dropped down. So at the same time, what we think of the others also dropped down. See? That's the reason we are completely from everything, completely free from everything. Therefore, you are deceived because you are always we always attach to thinking. So thinking so too much. That's the reason we are deceived by thinking. But so once you just completely separate from thinking itself, you'll be able to just you'll be able to encounter the extension of ourselves. The true condition is that when the self forgets itself, it is truly apart from anything and everything that has been perceived up to now. And only when it's become nothing, it is itself the self. Very great. ここどこなっさん。ここどこなっさん。Very great. If you just become this condition, this state, you are completely free from everything. You are completely satisfied with everything. You feel so easy. You feel great ease because nothing exists. Nothing exists right now. Always. All the things, always things just they always just think there is nothing exists. Nothing exists. This comes first, before recognition. Before recognition, that is before recognition. See, when I face this, I simply become as it is. This is before recognition. See? There is no separation between them. There is nothing exists. Nothing exists. See? Then kind of the recognition function of just function of recognition come out. And then you just recognize this the same time, almost same time, you recognize this as I or as the same. Otherwise, you never just recognize this what it is. You never be just recognize what it is. See? this is not a truth. This is not a truth. Reality. Reality is before this, before the Koran day. There is no separation between this and that. There is nothing exists. This is a reality. People don't know much about this reality. People just live like this. There is a certain separation between this and that. Otherwise, people never be recognize what they think. See, this is not a reality. This is not truth. But of course, people don't know much about what happened before recognition. That's the reason we have to do as then the more you do that, the more you just become one with it. Eventually, there is no separation between this and that. Then you'll be able to just realize who you are. This is that. So great. More. One thing more. Guys, you're very fortunate. One thing more. Before you fall in sleep, just before you fall in sleep, just listen this. Okay. Practice does not deal with things at the level of thinking. Very important. See? Our true existence. Our true existence is nothing concerned with thinking. See? Simply as it is. Simply as it is. Simply one day. Simply Dharma itself. Nothing concerned with thinking. That's the reason. If we just wanna just realize who we are, we don't care much about thinking at all. At all. This practice, if you can do it, you'll be able to just encounter to the essence of ourselves. Although it's easy to say, but it's totally difficult. Totally difficult. But Garisha, never give up. You have tremendous, huge time. Lots of time. So just see, there is a kind of space. 1 square meter space is totally enough. See? If you don't, you have so tremendous huge space. You don't need to worry about it. Just sit. If you have a kind of round cushion, that will be fine. Fine. But if you don't have, doesn't matter. Just simply sit. Then whatever thinking just come out. Whatever thinking so come out in your mind. Simply just release them as it is. See, thinking so just come out in your mind without any reason. Just come out in your mind without any reason. Just like a bubble in the river, just come out. You don't need to care much about that. You don't need to care much about it. Simply release the other thing. This time, if you can do it, then you'll be able to just encounter the essential yourself. So great. those kind of huge space become universe, whole universe. That's so great. Yeah? So you do it. Please. Hi, thank you so much. Time is up. Hi. So
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jinen Roshi. Thank you.
I just want to meet you somewhere else. Somewhere. kind of a park. Kind of a park. National park. That's enough. Hi, thank you so much.
Okay.
Bye, Jinen.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hi, hey, Sam.
You.
Go.